This is Steve McCutchan, author of Streams of Living Water, a lectionary devotional on Year B of the lectionary. And I want to speak to you about the fourth Sunday in Lent. Again, the gospel lesson in this Sunday is from the Gospel of John, and it has a very unusual little story that helps us understand how we are to deal with evil in this world. You may remember if I speak to you and say, think of the serpent in the Bible, immediately your mind would go back to the Garden of Eden where the serpent tempted Eve and then all the sin of the world began at that point. But John recalls a time when the serpents in the wilderness were attacking and God transformed the spirit of the serpents into something that would transform the people. In fact, he put it on a cross, a little like the medical symbol we use in today's world to symbol medical healing. Gospel of John brings our focus into how we face what disturbs us and what upsets us and what challenges us. You may remember in the gospel lesson that the cross stood not as a symbol of hope, but as a symbol of judgment first. The Romans thought putting a person on the cross and letting him hang there and suffer would talk people out of breaking the law and that they would obey the Romans. Even the religious leaders had a passage from Scripture about a person hanging on a tree having failed to be obedient to God. And so the whole image of the cross initially was one of failure. Even the disciples, you remember, ran away when Jesus was on the cross. So as God used the serpent in the wilderness to transform and heal people, so God can use the serpent or the symbols of evil in our lives in a way that transforms us and gives us new hope. Our hope for this world, this confused world we live in, is not in running away from evil. Our hope is staring it down, knowing that God is there and we can face the evil that we experience and God can transform it into a new possibility. If the cross cannot defeat God, then we know nothing can defeat God. We can trust God to use all we face. This is Steve McCutchan, author of Streams of Living Water.